A bipartisan train safety bill has some Senate Republicans hitting the brakes. The legislation would expand railway safety in the wake of last month's train derailment and that chemical release in East Palestine. Ohio Senators Republican J.D. Vance and Democrat Sherrod Brown introduced the bill last week. The Railway Safety Act would boost safety requirements for trains carrying hazardous materials, also require more frequent inspections of rail cars, require two-person crews, and increase fines for violations. But now some Republicans are questioning the rush to pass the bill and are concerned about possible unintended consequences. Let's bring in Julia Manchester, national reporter for The Hill. Julia, good morning to you. First, Senator John Thune from South Dakota saying, in part, an immediate quick response heavy on regulation. It needs to be thoughtful and targeted. Here's his statement here. How might overregulation be more of a complication than useful for the railway industry?
Yeah, good morning, Adrienne. This would be an overcomplication from the view of Republicans. We know that going back historically, Republicans have had issues with regulating industries like the rail industry. So that's issue number one. Issue number two is that we've heard Republicans like John Thune express concerns about giving the Department of Transportation, headed up by Secretary Pete Buttigieg, with giving them authority to regulate and oversee this process. We know that there's really no love lost between Republicans and Secretary Buttigieg. So I think those are the main reasons why you're seeing this blockage from Republicans at this point. Now, we do know that the CEO of Norfolk Southern is set to testify before senators on Capitol Hill later this week. So we could get more insight as to why they want to hit the brakes on this bipartisan bill that was between Democratic Senator Sherrod Brown and Republican Senator J.D. Vance. But for now, it seems like it all comes down to that classic issue of regulation.
The CEO of Norfolk Southern, Alan Shaye, is going to be speaking before Congress this week. I mean, how much of a grilling are we expecting here?
Oh, I think you will get quite a grilling, Adrienne. And I think it's definitely going to come from Democrats in particular. Look, I think you'll see it from Republicans as well. But like I said, I think Democrats have been more so blaming this Norfolk Southern, the rail industry in this, while Republicans have laid blame at the Biden administration and the Department of Transportation. So he's definitely going to get a grilling. And we do know that Norfolk Southern released a 6-point plan earlier this week, kind of addressing how they would prevent something like this from happening again. However, the issue is that you have residents in East Palestine and surrounding areas who are afraid to be in that area. Look, they're being told it's being safe, but they're afraid they could be exposed to some sort of chemical danger, which is very understandable. So I think you're going to hear senators hit on that point as well.
Well, you mentioned the 6-point plan. I know that part of it involves the overheated bearings, which is believed to be a cause of the derailment on the tracks. And then the company in that plan also agreeing to pay to temporarily relocate some of the East Palestine residents who live within a mile of that spill. But those are really more damage reactionary measures. What exactly are we expecting to hear about in terms of prevention?
Look, in terms of prevention, I think you're going to hear about how they could, maybe improve their technology on trains, like you said, talking about overheating. I think that's a big problem, talking about securing those chemical materials. And it's interesting because you see in the Vance-Brown bill that there is attention given to prevention in that bill. So I'm curious to see what Norfolk Southern has. I think a lot of Democrats would say that Norfolk Southern right now is in damage control. But, I think if you're obviously a resident of East Palestine, you're not interested in this finger pointing at this point. You just want to be safe in your community. And right now, that's not happening.
Julia Manchester, thanks. It's always good to see you. Appreciate it.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.